My name's Reggie Espitia. Everybody knows me by Reggie. Been in the solar industry for about 10 years now, so it's been a minute. The way I really got started in solar was just I was out fruit harvesting. Did a lot of citrus, olives, grapes, you name it. Central Valley's pretty much known for all their fruits, vegetables, and family. That's kind of how we were raised and how we grew up. So I was doing that for a very long time. I actually loved it. Loved being outside, loved being in the field. So did that for a good, man, I remember I was very young doing it. So my pictures where I'm in like literally a freaking onesie and my parents are carrying me out in the field, right? So a lot of memories behind it, which I think is very much, I mean, that's where I got my work ethic from, just like growing up in that type of field, like just being in it all the time, which I thought it was cool. But it got to a point where I had a family right out of high school. So I have a 13-year-old boy now, and I had to be able to support and, you know, bring a decent wage home to be able to keep the family happy and keep food on the table. But got into a program called Proteus out in California. They pretty much help you with just any vocational or adult school, whatever it is. And they had a solar and weatherization program, so I joined that. I was really looking forward to weatherization, just keeping it, you know, very minimal, but they threw in the solar part of it, so I was like, whatever, I'll join. So I did the solar. Once I got into their solar program, I fell in love. I was like, wow, this is amazing, and I could still be out in the elements and then enjoy, you know, the outdoors. So I was like, all right, cool. So I really got into that. I gotta say, I mean, it wasn't like the training you get nowadays when you're actually in the field and you're actually living it, but it was a good start. So I started there, and I worked with one company, Peterson Dean Solar for America. They're the ones where I started, and I was there for about 5 years. It's just been a wild ride, the solar coaster as we all know it, but I love it. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change a thing right now. And, you know, leads me to this point. Now I'm with Unirac. It was pretty quick and easy, but again, it was very like, it just happened. I really was barely considering to start looking for a job, and it kind of just fell in place, and I landed here, and it's been amazing. It's working for Unirac has been one of the, it's grown my knowledge in the industry because I only knew operations, and to be able to now lean or focus a little bit more, put more focus on sales, is something that I've never done in the past. And to really go out there and try to sell or pitch something has been out of my comfort zone, but now it's just something that I've grown into, and the stars have lined up for me since day one, since I started, and it's just been awesome. So I've just taken advantage of the situation, and just I've been riding with it. I'm sticking to it, and I don't think I'm gonna change anything. Outside of solar life, I don't have a life. No, so again, it's me, Sonia, my fiance now. We've been together for 15 years, and I just barely proposed. So it's been, we've never considered really, like, marriage was never the conversation we had. We always, like, she was like, oh, as a kid, I'd never talked about getting married, you know, whatever. For me, I was just kind of like, I do have backgrounds of like where my whole family, everybody, my aunts, uncles, everybody's married, you know, traditional church wedding and all that. So just recently we sat down, we had a date night, and we finally decided like, hey, would it be time to just have the church marry us? And we said, yeah, 15 years has been more than enough. So we finally pulled the trigger, and May 7th of next year is when we're going to get married through church. So we're super excited, stoked, and we just can't wait now. It's we have the venue set up, we have church scheduled, everything, and now it's just a matter of like, okay, we need to do this. But so she's my biggest supporter. I mean, I don't think I would have gotten this far if it weren't for her. So we got our 13-year-old boy Xavier, who's that guy, man. He's my everything. We do everything together. I mean, from just like, you know, waking up at the same time and you know, having the same routine, and We just recently started dirt biking, so bought us some dirt bikes, and he loves it. He's a wild kid. He loves sports. He's just always keeping us busy. So for me, I mean, is my outside life, outside of work, is my family. It's just like spending as much time as I can with, especially my son. I mean, it's the more time I can get with him is for me. It's like I didn't have that growing up. I had parents that were always there for me, but they were always too busy trying to take care of us, and always working. So to be able to provide, you know, be able to work hard and provide that for my family, but then also be able to put in the time with my family and, you know, grow my family, that's huge for me. So any little time I can get with them, I mean, we just spur of the moment, we'll just go to the coast. They're like, where are we going? Well, let's just drive out to the coast. We'll do something out there. I mean, I've driven to Oregon because that's where I kind of grew up going harvesting as well. So there's a weekend, you know, I'll pull a four-day weekend, ask for Friday and Monday off, and we'll go to Oregon. And it's like, why did we do this? Well, just do it, you know? And they love it because once we're there, it's like, wow, you used to come out here, right? And it's wilderness, you know, just in the middle of nowhere. We're just camping out, and they kind of get weirded out when I'm first doing it because like, where are you taking us? You know, are we coming back? But once we do it, and then, you know, they love it. So again, it's just spending every minute I can with them outside of work, and just try to, that work-life balance, just try to keep it to a very, you know, 50-50 if I can, or 70-30, whatever it is, but always make sure that I put in the work with them.